Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I wanted to go over a couple things that I've learned over my life that I believe can provide value for others. I am not a professional and it is up to you to decide if this information is applicable for your situation or not. Let's get into it. Number 1, start reading. I never enjoyed reading as a kid and I'd rather watch a YouTube video, a movie, or play games. Over the last few months, I've started to actually read again. I just finished one of the first books that I've read on my own for fun, and I enjoyed it and learned a lot. This book was The Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Oneself by Michael A. Singer. I highly recommend this book to anybody who is anxious or looking for a way to control their mind. Number 2 is to get off social media. I know that everybody's heard this one before, but I mean it. Short form content is so bad for you, and I don't even care about the attention span issues. I care about the dopamine rush. I see so many people who after 3 seconds of silence will pull out their phone and start scrolling on Instagram Reels. I want you to imagine what that looks like, what that does to your brain, and what that can do to your social life. Some people can't go a few seconds without pulling out their phone to get rid of any awkward silence or awkward feelings that they have. This will destroy your growth and your relationships. Get off your phone and allow your dopamine to lower. As you stop scrolling, you will find boring activities fun again. Let's look at the pros and cons of social media. The pros of short form content is a dopamine hit, and that's all I can think of for the pros. When we look at the cons, it lowers your attention span and gets you addicted to instinctually pull out your phone and scroll. It also just wastes your time. We can do so much more if we spent the time we use scrolling and instead read, enjoy hobbies, or just sit in your room and think. Reflect on your life. Reflect on what you want to do and think of who you want to be. Allow yourself to be bored. When is the last time you can think where you just sat and relaxed and was just bored? You didn't consume content and you just sat and thought. It can be very rewarding and insightful to do so. And I'm guilty of doing these things too. I have uninstalled and reinstalled Instagram countless times. It is so easy to just lay down on your phone and start scrolling. There are times that I've laid down or sat down, and before I've even thought about what I'm doing or what I want to do, I have searched Instagram on my phone and have opened it. That is an addiction. That is a waste of time. And you can use Instagram for good things. You can use it to keep up front with friends. You can use it to network. You can use it to grow a business. But for most of us, we are just using Instagram for constant content consumption, and it will not be helpful in the long run. Proverbs 24:33 states, "A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed man." I think this can be interpreted as laziness. Being lazy for short-term gain will cause long-term damage in your life. It is easy to sit down and just scroll, but in the end, you're setting yourself up for failure. This will hinder your financial life, your spiritual life, your mental health, etc., etc. So please, before you decide to endlessly rot on your phone, think of how it is affecting you and what you could do instead. Number 3, don't be a people pleaser. One of the more recent things that I've learned is how easy it is to become a people pleaser. During my first 2 years of college, I was not in the best mental state. My high school girlfriend broke up just a few months before we went off to college. And when I got to college and started making friends, I learned the easiest way to make friends was to just do whatever they said or do whatever they wanted, or whatever would be funniest at the time. This essentially meant for 2 years, I was just the laughing stock of the friend group. if I just do something funny and or slightly humiliating, I'll get the approval of everyone else. And at the time, I couldn't really tell that I was leaning into being a people pleaser as much as I was. And halfway through my sophomore year, I was starting to see it. I don't really blame my friends I had during those 2 years because they didn't know the position I was in, and it was up to me to do the right things and be in a better mental state and a better friend group. So I don't blame them. But I was a people pleaser because I didn't know who I was supposed to be. It was easy to mold around that person that I was acting like. It is much easier to let other people tell you what you should be than to just figure it out yourself. And I recommend that you find out who you want to be and don't let others tell you who you are. Don't hang out with people that push you around and move on. Number 4, find out who you are. It took me a long time to find the path that I wanted to pursue, and I'm still not fully certain on it, but it's the best path I've had so far. And it's still changing, and I'm still working on finding it. My recommendation with this step is that you sit down with yourself and you figure out what drives you and what motivates you without outside biases. That is the important part. Find out what you love to do. Find out the path that you want to go down. Take time to explore who you are and what you believe in and what you want to be. Once you find out what that is, there will be people that want to change your path. That could be your parents, your friends, your partners, but you need to find out who you want to be. I know I've said it a couple times, but you need to understand that. Don't let people take you off of your own path, but at the same time, make sure to keep an open mind and keep growing and keep learning. Your path is going to change as you grow. People will join your path and people will leave your path. Be open-minded to your path changing as long as it is you who is making the change and not other people. In conclusion, start reading to expand your knowledge, stop scrolling and burning your time away, don't be a people pleaser or let people walk all over you, and take some time to figure out who you want to be. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.